when you look at this pyramid, you look at the top and you look at the bottom, and when you start looking at it like that and looking at it literally like that as a visual metaphor, it looks a bit stagnant. So the what if question was, what does it take to make this dynamic? How can you take this pyramid, can you tilt it and have dynamic societies? So that we stop looking at, especially our country as India 1, 2 and 3, and look at ways in which we can collectively move forward. So it was really that. So asking that what if question, trying to figure out ways to shift the focus from needs to dreams. There is this line of uncertainty, and when people try to cross that from the bottom to the top, they sometimes fall back. So the only way to leapfrog it is possibly to shift the focus to dreams. So that was really just that what if question led to a lot of work that happened.
Pleasure to be here. Thank you so much for inviting me here. For me, it was quite a crazy experiment at the extreme. When I used to run Meritrack, we used to publish annual reports on employability of various types of graduates of India, engineering, MBA, graduates, so on and so forth. So to me, the world was black or white. There were employable people and there were unemployable graduates. When I stumbled on an experiment in 2007, when a couple of friends of mine, who are now my partners, co-conspirators at Head and High, said, what will it take to set up a knowledge services center in a village? And how do you transform rural youth to be able to deliver those services? And the experiment that we did was at the extreme, where we said, let's take a kid who's never been to school, never held a pencil in his life, never seen a city, has no exposure to any skills, and is it possible to transform such a person in a reasonably short period of time to be English-speaking, computer-literate knowledge professional? So that experiment began in 2008 when we brought 8 such kids, kind of convinced their parents, paid them a stipend a month, got them to Bangalore, put them up in a house, and started teaching them English, math, logic, every skill that is required for you to be a knowledge worker. And when we saw the outcome, I was flabbergasted. At the end of eight months, each of these kids were fluently, confidently speaking grammatically incorrect English, but English nevertheless. Communicating with confidence, typing at 40 words a minute, and capable of doing, and actually started doing an insurance claims processing at the end of the 9th month. And each of them, when we asked them what you want to be, and mind you, most of them had never been to a school, they said an engineer, a doctor, a chartered accountant, whatever. And interestingly, the last 6 years, we've seen several of those dreams come true. Right? So what that brought to bear for me was how wrong these measurements are, because maybe the lens is flawed, the potential isn't. And to me, it brought home the truth that if there is no test, and I come from an assessment world, there's no test in the world that can ever measure the potential of these individuals before, and we write them off. And if that is the potential that exists at the BOP or in our rural markets, then imagine what happens when you unlock that and unleash that onto growing our country. And that's been our journey the last 6 years.